Hi and welcome, Brave Sisters. So we are excited, Liza and I are excited to bring you guys some big announcements. I know I made a post about this last week, but we are finally here. I've just kind of been keeping you guys on your toes a little bit. So I'm going to let Liza talk about the first announcement.
Welcome, guys. I am super excited to be announcing the next book. And so we're going to be starting in, I don't have the exact date because it's in like 2 weeks. So we're on week 4 of Stronger Than the Struggle right now. So we're going to finish tomorrow with chapters 7 and 8. And then we've got several more weeks. And then we're going to do a follow-up call. So after the follow-up call is when we're actually going to start the following week. So there'll be like a little bit of time in between, plenty of time to get the book. So I know a lot of you guys have been asking and wondering what the next book is because you guys are loving this book club study guide community, Brave Sisters community so much that it's made such an impact on my life, Kayla's lives, and a lot of the women in our group already. So the secret is finally out. We are doing The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. So I somehow stumbled across this book, and it is perfect to follow up with the book that we're currently on that is all talking about the struggles that we go through, and this is all about a guide to wholehearted living. And I want to read a little bit from the beginning of the book, just so you guys get an idea of what it is, so that if you'd like to join us, then you can jump on. Wholehearted living is about engaging in our lives from a place of worthiness. It means cultivating the courage, compassion, and connection to wake up in the morning and think, no matter what gets done and how much is left undone, I am enough. It's going to bed at night thinking, yes, I am imperfect and vulnerable and sometimes afraid. But that does not change the truth that I am also brave and worthy of love and belonging. Wholehearted living is not a one-time choice. It is a process. In fact, I believe it's the journey of a lifetime. My goal is to bring awareness and clarity to the constellation of choices that lead to wholeheartedness, and to share what I've learned from my many, many people who have dedicated themselves to living and loving with their whole hearts. Before embarking on any journey, including this one, it's important to talk about what we need to bring along. What does it take to live and love from a place of worthiness? How do we embrace imperfection, and how do we cultivate what we need to let go of the things that we are holding us back? The answer to all these questions are courage, compassion, and connection, the tools we need to work our way through our journey. So that's just a very small portion of the beginning introduction. And when I read that, I was just blown away. So this is a huge follow-up to everything we're learning in the Stronger for the Struggle. And if somehow you stumble across this and you haven't, all of our videos for Stronger Than the Struggle are going to be on our YouTube channel for Two Brave Sisters. You can always go back and re-watch those. And our blog also has all of the questions that are going to be going along with the Stronger Than the Struggle, but also this book as well. We're going to be digging in deep to another 12-week book study. This book isn't huge. It's not very thick, but there's a lot of content. So the first couple weeks, we're going to focus on the introduction and the main focus on courage, compassion, and connection. And then we're going to focus on exploring the power of love, belonging, and being enough. And then the following weeks after that, we're going to go through individual guideposts, and we're going to be able to dig deeper. So we're going to dedicate, inspire, and get going in each one of the chapters. So you'll be able to actually use this in your daily life and your practices that you are wanting to make for yourself. And Kayla is going to touch a little bit about how you can get a free copy of this book. So we've decided to donate a copy of this book to one brave sister.
Okay, so there are two simple, very, very simple rules. The first rule is that you have to get add at least 3 people to the Brave Sister community, and they have to tell us that you sent them, so that we know and we can put your name in a drawing. The other criteria that you have to do is share how the Brave Sister community has impacted your life, or even how this book, Stronger Than the Struggle, has impacted your life. If you can either post it on your personal page, but if you do, we need you to share it to the Brave Sister community, or tag us in it. You can tag Liza or myself, or you can try tagging the Two Brave Sister group. And we just want to hear like your guys' impact. If this community is really making a difference, we want to hear about it. So once you have completed those two rules, you can notify Liza or myself, and then we enter your name into a drawing. And the drawing will be done like a couple, probably like 4 days prior to us starting the book club, so that we have enough time to get the book out to you.
It'd actually be about a week before. Yeah. Because we're going to do a follow-up call for the Stronger Than the Struggle. So when we do that call, we'll announce it then. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll announce the winner of that. So we're giving you guys plenty enough time to obtain the book, however you need to. And then we are giving away one free copy to one Brave Sister. So contest, very simple. I don't think it gets much easier than that. Just we want to see you guys participate. So that is that. We are excited. This book, and I will tell you, same thing with the last book, we had this whole idea that we were going to be doing all these other books, right? But Liza stumbled upon this and she's like, this is it. So we are doing The Gift of Imperfection, as Liza went over. And I'm excited to dig into this book. Yes, it's 12 weeks. It's an extra 6 weeks. But you guys have come this far. I think that you guys can do another one. And we're going to give you more information about how we're going to do the Zoom calls on that. We're going to be reaching out to you guys, posting polls in the group to see what times. If we need to change it up, we're willing to do that. But we want to get you guys involved as much as possible. So we'll change the Zoom calls, like I said, if we have to, and change the date and the time, whatever works. All right. So go ahead.
So we're really both excited for this new book. Again, it just kind of stumbled into my lap. The subtitle to the book says, "Let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are." And I really think the foundation of Two Brave Sisters, if we haven't said this enough, this is who we are. This is who we are 100%, maybe not 100%, maybe 95% of the time. This is what you get. Like, unless we're getting fancy for a wedding or, I don't know, whatever, to win an award. I don't know. I don't win awards, but this is what you see. And I really think that we're very authentic. We don't want to portray something that we're not. And, anytime we post on social media or do Zoom calls, like our hair and makeup aren't done, like this is the way we live. And if you spend extra time doing all that stuff, like more power to you, because that's who you are. And we as a community want to embrace who you are. And I think a lot of times we spend too much time covering up who we think we're supposed to be for other people. We're people pleasing, or we're wanting to kind of fit in. And this community is open for all women of all ages, of all anything. It really is something that we're super passionate about, and we want to welcome you guys with open arms. We're going to be posting a few more polls, kind of in a way, but also reaching out. We want to do some special things for you ladies. We do have another, I don't know if we're ready to announce it or not. Do you want to talk about the other thing, Kayla? But, Kayla talks about the participation in the group, and, you guys have been sharing different quotes and just posting different things and just, hopping on the Zoom calls and, joining us, or even if you can't, you're watching them after. And we're really excited that you guys are doing that, because we are seeing such an impact in our lives, how the conversations that we're having are really changing our lives. And I've taken a lot of things off of my plate. And this is the one thing that is just like the forefront of what my being is and who I want to continue to grow for myself. But I know Kayla feels the same way, and we don't plan on backing down. We're actually going to be ramping some things up for you guys, because this is what we see as our future, and not just in a little itty bitty tiny little world. We really want to communicate and connect with women all over the world. And we already have several people from across international waters, and we're so excited that you guys are all here. So I'm going to pass it back to Kayla.
So when Liza and I messaged Liza like randomly, like throughout the day. We are constantly in talk, and just constantly batting our ideas off of one another. But when we feel strongly about something like that, like that's it. So I've been talking to Liza about how we want to, like, we know who you guys are, we know who you ladies are, but we want to know more, like who you guys are on a personal level. And if you're not interested in that, that's perfectly fine. Like we wholeheartedly respect that. But we want to connect on another level. And one way is that we want to do Zoom calls with each of you individually, if you're okay with it, or even doing like a video call through Facebook. But we want to set that time aside, rather it's a couple of you a day, like for 30 minutes. Like that's all that, we were thinking. Or if you need more time, like you're just like, you know what, I really need to vent, I really need prayer, really need this, let us know. But whatever time that you want to spend with us, we want to get to know you. So whatever time you think that you want, we're willing to give. So we want to do the Zoom calls with each of you, or video calls, to connect with you on a more personal level and get to know you guys. The other thing is sharing your birthdays with us. We have something very special planned for you ladies, and we think that you will enjoy it. But this is another way for us to connect with you on another level, and just really celebrate your life in this next chapter of life. So we encourage each and every one of you to send us your birthdays. And you can either send it to Liza, or you can send it to myself, or do a group chat with the both of us, whatever you feel comfortable. But we want to know your birthdays. As soon as we get everyone's birthday, we will be getting that list together, and you'll get a surprise from us. So we look forward to doing that. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because then it defeats the purpose, right? So yes, let us know about the Zoom call or the video chat. Let us know if that's something you're interested in, and let us know what time works for you guys, and we're going to set it up. We'll make things happen. So those are our exciting announcements. We're just we're so excited to just dig deeper into you guys and like this community. And we know it's making a difference for you ladies, and it's making an impact on us. Liza was just going through like a really hard time lately, and I just kept encouraging her, like, this Brave Sister community, like this is what we're about. And we're about embracing each other, embracing our flaws together, encouraging one another, and providing like that realness of who we are. Like, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. It wouldn't be here if we didn't feel like it's our calling to do this Brave Sister community. So like I said, we're so thrilled that you guys are here, that you guys show up every day for us, for your sisters, because that's why we do what we do. This is it. So
You're making me tear up over here, girl. Yeah, like I said earlier, I've had to take a few things off my plate because I have put too many things on my plate. But I realized that sometimes I take on too much because I feel like I'm supposed to. And during the season, and it's so weird, is when the moment we started this book, Stronger Than the Struggle, a lot of things have been happening. And the one thing I can definitely say for sure is I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. I'm not stressed like I had been. And it was really, 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 really tough for me to take some of the things I had been so passionate about off my plate because it was not the season for it. And in order for me to do that, I really had to do some deep work. And this book has done that for me. The Stronger Than the Struggle by Havilah Cunnington honestly has been a lifesaver. And I read chapter 8 last night for the first time because I've had a couple of other obligations that I've had to do. And I was just in awe. Like, chapter 7 is by far my favorite chapter in the book so far. And chapter 8 didn't overdo it. Like, it didn't make it better than chapter 7, but it made the connection deeper in my heart. And I don't even have words to explain how excited I am for tomorrow's call. And we've actually extended the time because we were only doing a 30-40 minute call, and Kayla and I decided to extend the call for you guys because chapter 7 and 8 is going to be really amazing for us to walk through. And so however long it takes us to get through those chapters is going to be what it is. And we don't want to cut it short and, miss something that could be ever life-changing for you. And the fact that we're all here vulnerable and willing to be brave is what it's all about. And I shared with Kayla the other day, I don't have the actual definition of the difference between being brave and having courage, which is very interesting for this next book that we're going to be. It talks about courage. And there is a difference between being brave and having courage. And being brave is like ignoring the fear, like not even acknowledging the fact that there is fear. It's like literally running up a cliff and just jumping. And having courage is going, okay, I'm going to walk up this cliff. I'm scared. And I didn't realize it when we really created the Two Brave Sisters of what the difference was between brave and courage. Like, I think it'd be really weird as two courageous sisters. Like, it just doesn't sound right. But the brave definition to me made my skin just light up with goosebumps. And realizing when I read the definition of what it meant was, we're not really ignoring the fear. We're just not allowing it into our place. We're not allowing it into our space. And just going and going and going and just being like, no, I'm just doing this. And I don't know how that plays out on everybody's field, but for me, it was, I don't even know what to say. I don't even have the words to explain. For me, when we decided on Two Brave Sisters, what it really meant to me, and understanding and knowing the definition now, I still wouldn't change the way that we named it, because we're locking arms and we're all unique. We're all individual. We're all of different ages. We're all of different races, different religions. And for us to come together in a group and a community, to be able to, speak life into each other and to share our vulnerabilities and to be brave, I think that takes more than just courage. And I think that's why we're brave. We've all walked down different hard paths, and we're just brave because we're here. We're just showing up because we can. And I think that's where the foundation of this community lies. And Kayla and I cannot express enough how grateful we are for each and every one of you, even the women and the Brave Sisters who aren't posting every day or aren't always on the Zoom calls. We know that you guys are watching. We know that you're behind there. And even though we may not know every single one of you, because we have quite a few in our community, just know that we're praying for each and every one of you, and that if there is anything that you need, don't be afraid to ask. Kayla, I'm going to let you wrap it up because I will Trying to hold it together right now.
Yeah, bouncing off what Liza said, don't be afraid to ask us for help. Don't be afraid to ask us when you're in a time of need. If you have special prayer requests, that's not something that you want to share in the group, that's fine. Send us a message individually. If it's a financial need, whatever it is, we want to know. The biggest thing is people think that I'm weak if I ask for help, but that's not the case. You become a stronger person whenever you do. So I just want to remind you, whatever your need is, please reach out to us. We are here for you. We may not answer like right away, but still reach out to us. If it's urgent, be like, hey, look, I need you to call me right now. I need you to message me back right now. And we will do that. This is what we're all about. This is what the community is all about. So I just want to keep that encouragement there. We love you guys, and we are so very thankful. We are blessed beyond measures that we were called to do this, that God chose us to be his light into this dark world. And we can't wait to see what's in store for you guys. Like, I'm more, and I know Liza is too, we're more excited for you guys and what benefit you are getting out of this rather than ourselves. It's a plus because we're doing this soul searching, we're doing this inner work ourselves, but you guys make it worth it. You guys are the reasons why we show up every day. So with that being said, I want to remind you guys that tomorrow, keep saying you guys, you ladies, sorry. But tomorrow is the Zoom call. It is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those that are in a different time zone, I do apologize that we didn't think about it like we did, but we didn't. So it is, tomorrow is what, the 27th. It is March 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be reminding you ladies earlier in the day. Once again, if you can't watch it, that's fine. It's going to be recorded and it'll be posted on our YouTube channel. Then we're going to be starting into another week, as in regards to the date of the oh my gosh, the new book. We will let you know. We want you guys to get your hands on it first and then go from there. We don't want you starting off, behind than the rest of us or too far behind. So we'll give you guys those details this by the end of this week. We'll have a date set, and then the contest will be I just had a date. The contest, the final, so it'll be what, March or April 10th. We'll be announcing the contest winner. And then after tomorrow's Zoom call, after everybody gets the chance to watch this video, we'll post the contest rules and the details of it. So we are done for tonight. We hope that you guys all enjoyed the exciting announcements and what's to come. We love you.
Bye, ladies.